Hi, yes. I have a problem, and some other people are having the same problem as me involving black SUVs. I believe we're being told that we're being watched visually, but it is kind of disturbing that two, no, more than two people are having this issue, and I'm concerned. But as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. And if you are having a black SUV issue, you need to come out and tell it, everyone. I want to tell you that a black
All right,
vehicle, whatever you call it,
sir,
rolled by my house.
sir,
Go ahead.
sir, did you have a question for Kevin?
Um, I, not at this time. I yield my time. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you very much, sir. You have a good night. Okay, area code 360, and I said this before. The rules of engagement here are respectful, non-vulgar, which everybody's been very good about, and and I'm not here with an agenda. Nobody else is doing what I'm doing right now, and we're giving all the sides of the story. We're not creating news. We're chasing the news. All right. So Kevin, area code 360 is next. Area code 360, you're on the air. Who dat? Where you at?
Hello. This is Robert Carey. Speaking from Washington State, and it's about Deborah Jordan and Staff Sergeant Moe, who were last heard last night in Portland, Oregon. They're going to hang around today so they could go to Pete Santilli to see if he was going to be released or in bail. And I've heard nothing about him. The last post was after the one you have posted on your show about the 7 FBI doctors showing up in Burns again. And right after that, they put out something else which died after 45 seconds. And nothing has been on their site all day. I'm worried for them. This isn't a question about for Kevin. It's about anybody who may have any information. I know the 4 guys still at the refuge, or 4 people at the refuge, were still put on indictment today. Is there any other info out there?
I do believe a video came out after. I do know the video you're talking about. I had the same feeling. Actually, I kept hitting restart on that thing several times, and yeah, it was always the 45 or 47-second mark. It would stop. I did see one after that was put out, and it started off kind of the same way as the first, but it did keep going. I know.
I'm sorry.
So
but
far,
the
they're
person you
still
called-
in there. Hello? Hello? Okay, like I was saying, I do believe there was a short video put out by Sergeant Moe afterwards.
Turn it down.
I don't. What's that?
Who am I speaking with? Yes. I just got out of court. Well, he was denied release because it wasn't what he has to say about local law enforcement and how he complies with local law enforcement, but what he had to say about federal law enforcement.
All right,
the judge differentiated between his free speech about local law enforcement and held him accountable for what he has said about federal law enforcement.
Right. Hold still, Deborah.
We're all disappointed.
Okay. This is Deborah Jordan, folks, just to let everybody know. Go ahead. Sorry.
We're all disappointed. We plan to protest. We plan to protest here in Portland. This is a sad day for everyone. I mean, if you could have been in the courtroom, there were literal gasps when the judge said he was not going to release him before his trial. I mean, there was nobody there except for media. It was all media that was there. and everybody was shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked. I cannot believe what has happened here, and even mainstream media is expressing their concerns this evening about, their right to express themselves no matter what it is that they say. So we plan to, we have one last chance here at the federal court level before we have to take it to the District 9 or court in San Francisco. And we plan to protest. We're going to put a rally together, and we plan to protest this courthouse during the day and let them know how we feel about this decision. It's completely unfair. There are people walking around that were up on that refuge with guns, threw out a lot far worse rhetoric than Pete did. As a matter of fact, they didn't get Pete on anything that he said at the while he was on the refuge. They didn't. None of that was brought up. They didn't keep him because he covered it and was in support of. The judge indeed said he had every right to support the message that they were doing. He said that from the very beginning. Pete Santilli had a right to support what they were doing. What he got him on and kept him in jail on is the fact that was the fact that of what he had said before, things he had said before during the show from 2-3 years back that had absolutely nothing to do with this case. And at this point, we're all disappointed. The attorneys are disappointed, and we're going to go forward. Now, the ACLU said this morning that they're on board. They're going to take on the case and work with Tom Cohen, his attorney, and it's spelled C-O-A-N, Tom Cohen. And also the RutherfordInstitute.org, Rutherford Institute, Josh Whitehead, Nisha Whitehead, they are also working. They're building a team, and they're going to defend, and they're going to mount an appeal to what this judge has done here today.
So they won't even allow him bail?
No.
And I know that there are all these detractors, retractors, whatever out there, whatever.
I don't care about them right now. I don't care about these stupid trolls.
Oh yeah,
and these stupid ass people that mean nothing. They mean nothing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting. That was exactly what I was getting ready to say. I don't care who's doing what or who agrees with whose way of doing what things, but if you're press, you're press. And
what they need to watch is the very last video that was put out by Pete and trying to, keep the peace and stop everything and get people out.
They did. They played that. They played that one. They played it. It was the very last one. They showed the judge. It was moving. Everybody was moved that Pete was trying to convince them right before they arrested him to let him go up and get the women and children out. Everybody was impressed, including the judge. He didn't care about what Pete had said during this occupation. He didn't care that Pete supported their message. None of that mattered to the judge. What he cared about was what the FBI had to say. The FBI, the federal government, has an axe to grind with Pete Santilli. He's poked him in the eye. They don't like it. And now they are going to make him pay. We even said, the attorney even said, yes, his attorney even said, this smells to high heaven, Your Honor. It smells like there is vendetta here, and there is. And everybody in alternative media, from Alex Jones down to the smallest independent broadcaster, has something to worry about after this. You all have something to worry about. I don't care if you don't like Pete Santilli. I don't care what if he has said something to you personally that you don't like. If you can't stand up and say, oh my God, if you don't feel the pressure right now that's on mainstream media, you are an idiot.